Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I got a quick video. We're just going to be adding a 3D background to the 75-gallon tank here, and this is going to be an ongoing process of getting this tank to look better. It just looks really bad right now. Can't even say anything about it. It just looks bad. So we're going to add a 3D background. I'm going to order some plants. That's going to be for a later video. Today, we're just getting the background in. Alright, just a quick overview of the 75-gallon here. We got bleeding heart tetras. There's a few of these bloodfin tetras left. I started with a lot of these, but slowly but surely they all jump out. I'll probably never get them again. Super awesome tetra, but my lids just are not tight enough for them. They always find their way out. And as you can see, there's nothing in the background. One of my filters was overflowing in the back, so that's why we have all those water spots there. We got the Marineland 350 over here, a sponge filter, and then an Aquarium here that is currently not turned on because the intake is gone. So that's what we're working with filtration. This should be a pretty easy project. We just gotta move everything forward just a little bit. I really like the wood in here though. I think it's gonna look good. I haven't decided on plants, probably just a ton of crypts just to make it easy. But I'm gonna get the hose in here and start siphoning a bunch of this stuff out. So I just kind of spot cleaned with the gravel back there. Now it's time to get these filters out of the way. All right, we got them on the side now. It'd be kind of cool to keep them there, but probably not gonna happen. Now I gotta actually get in here and make a mess. Just gonna slightly move everything forward. It doesn't have to be perfectly clear of substrate in the back, but we just want to make sure we don't have like 3 inches of substrate back there. My pump right here is sucking out, so just trying to stir this up, get a lot of the gunk out of here. You can see it floating around. These filters will make quick work of it once I get them plugged back in. Alright, so here is my 3D background. You can see it's looking pretty sweet. Alright, now we just gotta slide this guy in here. Alright, let me show you what I'm working with here. So the background is actually too tall for this aquarium, and I'm having to trim the top, you see, about 1/4 inch. The only thing I have that I found that would actually cut through this are my tin snips, and this is going to take all day. I can only do little pieces at a time. So I'm gonna do that and I will check back in when I'm done. Alright, checking back in. I've got one side in. Now I've got to do this side. Not much light here, but this is a good inch too tall, at least an inch. I know what you're thinking. Oh, of course, you got substrate down there, but no. It is absolutely on the glass, and it's still a good inch too tall. So I gotta start cutting away on this side. Unfortunately, this is the thicker side here, especially right here. It's not gonna be very fun. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible to minimize the stress on the fish. That's why I'm kind of skipping a lot of filming right now, but back to work for me. I'll check back in once this side is done. So here's where we're at. The Marineland is not gonna work. Just didn't fit, so we're gonna rely solely on this old Aquarium here. And I did put an intake strainer on it. This is actually from a sponge filter, super glued on there. For whatever reason, I just couldn't find the one that came with it. So that's gonna work for now. One thing I'm thinking about doing is breaking out my FX6 out of retirement and using it on this tank. It's gonna have quite the bioload when we move the bikers over and some other fish, a few plecos I'm gonna move over here. Here's the Synodontis burchardi. Beautiful fish, look at that guy. But I'm filling it back up with water. We'll let this run overnight, and then tomorrow I'll come back and scape it. All right, so it's the next day, the water is nice and clear. We'll take a look at the fish in here, but I need help with the plants. I was thinking about doing just like a huge crypt garden, which would be cool, but I've also been on this big jungle val kick, so I kind of want to do that too. Let me know what you would like to see, and that's what I'll put in here. I'll just add up all the votes in the comments, and then I'll do whatever you guys want to do. But let's take a look at the fish. All right, so here we have a good look at the fish. Obviously, we have the bleeding heart tetras, right? That's pretty obvious. Here we have the Synodontis petricola, which are like these guys here. Down here, there's one over here. They're kind of all over the place in here. Synodontis pleurops is right there in the middle. That's a petricola, that's 2 petricolas. And then that big guy right in the middle, that's a pleurops. There's 2 of those in here. And then the Synodontis burchardi that we saw earlier, they hang out in these cichlid stones. They only come out at night or when feeding. And then there's also an L114 redfin pleco in here that's just a baby. I rarely ever see that guy though. As soon as I get some plants in here, we will be putting the bikers in here and probably a couple other plecos that are just kind of randomly in my fish room. I still got the L397, that'll probably go in here. And then maybe some L264s, I'm not too sure. Just kind of have to wait and see once the plants get going. But like I said, let me know, should I do jungle val? Should I do just a giant crypt garden? That's gonna be kind of expensive, but we could probably make it happen. Well, let me know down in the comments, jungle val, crypts. If you have any fish suggestions, I'm open to hear those too. Just leave it all down in the comments below. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and I'll see you all next time.